Lesson 2-4, solving equations with a variable on each side. Essential question. What is the first step in solving an equation with parentheses? In order to be able to solve equations with parentheses, we're going to have 3 steps that we need to follow. First of all, we always have to distribute when we see the parentheses. That's what we're going to need to do immediately before we start solving anything. After we've distributed, then we're going to get the variables on the same side by either adding or subtracting, and then we'll solve the remaining equation. Alright, so since I see parentheses in this problem, that's what I'll do first, is I'll distribute. So 4 times x and 4 times 5. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times 5 is 20. So my group is the 4x, and I'm going to subtract 20, because the opposite of plus 20 is minus 20 on both sides. 20 minus 20 is 0, so that cancels. Bring down my 4x. 28 minus 20 is 8. Divide both sides by 4, and I'm left with x equals 2. Once again, I've got parentheses, so that's my first step that I need to take. Distribute the negative 2. So negative 2 times 3x is negative 6x. Negative 2 times negative 6 is positive 12. The number grouped with my x this time is negative 6, so I'm going to circle that entire group. And to get rid of the plus 12, I have to minus 12 on both sides. Now remember, negative 12 and negative 12, when you're adding 2 negatives, it makes a bigger negative. So just add the 2 12s together. 12 and 12 make 24, and then put a negative in front of it. Then, in order to get the x by itself, I divide both sides by negative 6. So negative 24 divided by negative 6 is positive 4. Because a negative divided by a negative is a positive, 24 divided by 6 is 4. So this one, you'll notice, has 2 sets of parentheses. So we're going to have to distribute twice. So I'll distribute the 3, and I'll distribute the 2. So 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 4 is 12. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 7 is 14. So now I've got a 3x on this side and a 2x on this side. And I have to get my variables on the same side before I can continue solving my equation. I'm going to do that by adding or subtracting. So the 3x and the 2x are both positive, so I'm going to have to subtract one of them in order to get them on the same side. I like to keep things positive if possible, so I'm going to subtract 2x on both sides. 3x minus 2x is 1x, or just x. Those cancel, and then I have 14. Now you'll notice, since there's no number in front of the x, this is just a one-step equation. I just have to get rid of the plus 12 by subtracting. And then I'm done, because x is already by itself. 14 minus 12 is 2. All right, so we are going to distribute twice again on this one. Distribute the 5 to this parenthesis and the negative 2 to this parenthesis. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times 1 is 5. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 6 is positive 12. So my variables on both sides this time are the positive 5x and the negative 2x. I could subtract 5x on both sides, or I could add 2x on both sides. I'm going to choose to add 2x. 5x and 2x make 7x. Circle my 7x. And minus 5 on both sides. Divide both sides by 7, and I'm left with x equals 1. 7 divided by 7 is 1. Summary: the first step in solving an equation with parentheses is